Hello guys, what is up? It is Finn here bringing you guys some more MLB 15 The Show Phillies franchise. In this episode we are taking on the Cincinnati Reds here at Great American Ballpark, and it is going to be Aaron Nola against Mike Leake once again, this time at a different ballpark. And it should be a pretty interesting rematch. I'm just kidding. I know how it played out, and it was a very interesting rematch. And you guys are in for quite the game. So Aaron Nola got a no decision in his first start, so he's hoping to get a win this start. And Mike Leake is 4-4 with a 2.5 ERA. So let's take a look at the Phillies starting lineup this game. We got Herrera leading off. He and Ashe have the best batting averages in the lineup, so not a very good batting average lineup. Not too many guys have a high average, but Odubel Herrera is going to get a single to lead off the game. He's going to take off for second. The throw is going to get into center, but Herrera will think twice and stay at second and not get too greedy. So Ashe still at the plate, and he is going to hit this one into center field. Herrera is going to come, and he is going to make it home safely. So Utley up next, and he is going to hit this one over to Leake, and the third first will be in time, and Ashe will be in the second safely. Nelson Cruz is going to hit this one into right field. The throw home will not be in time, as the tag does not get down in time to get Ashe. So Carlos Ruiz up next, and he is going to line this one out to Negron over at second. Michael Franco making his 2015 debut for the Phillies, and he is going to hit this one up the middle for his first hit of the season. So next batter up, Diane Viciedo. He is going to hit this one up the middle as well. Cruz is going to come home. The throw to the plate, it's going to get cut off, and he is going to be safe. So he might have been out if that throw was not cut off, but Viciedo gets himself an RBI. And Freddie Galvis is going to strike out to end the top half of the inning. But 3 runs for the Phillies. Leake not looking strong this game. Nola is going to take the mound now for the Phillies, as he has plenty of cushion early on in the game. So hopefully he can get himself his first win of the season after going an impressive 7 innings with 7 strikeouts in his major league debut. First batter up is going to Billy Hamilton. He's going to lay this one down, and the throw to first just won't be in time as he gets himself an infield single. Next batter up is going to hit this one down the line, and the throw to first will be in time. However, Billy Hamilton's on second. Joey Votto is going to hit this one over to Utley, and the throw to first will be in time. Next batter up, Todd Frazier. He will hit this one over to Utley, and the throw to first will be in time. So nothing doing for the Reds here. Aaron Nola leading things off for the Phillies, and he is going to get himself a ground out. So 1 out now for the Phillies here in the top of the second. Odubel Herrera up next. He is going to pop this one up to Billy Hamilton in center, and he is going to be able to make the catch. 2 outs now for the Phillies. Cody Ashe up next. He is going to strike out swinging at a pitch in the dirt. Throw to first by Mesoraco will be in time. So that will end the top half of the second. We move to the bottom of the second now. Jay Bruce leading things off. This one's going to be hit well out towards left center field, and is going to be off that high wall. So no home run, but it will be a leadoff double for the Reds, courtesy of Jay Bruce. Next batter up will be Devin Mesoraco. He is going to hit this one out to left center as well. Viciedo is going to range back and make the catch. So Jay Bruce is going to have to stay put and not test the arm of Viciedo. 1 out now, and the next batter up is going to be Marlon Byrd, who is going to strike out swinging. 2 outs now for Nola and the Phillies. And this is going to be another strikeout, this time by Zach Kozar. Top of the third now. Chase Utley's going to hit this one down the line. Mesoraco will make the play and throw to Votto in time. Nelson Cruz, next batter up, is going to hit this one to Negron, who's going to throw it over Votto's head. Mesoraco has to get the play down to second base, and it is going to be safe to call. So Cruz is in his way to second now. Next batter up is going to be Chooch, who's going to hit this one in the center field, but Cruz wasn't sure if it was going to be caught or get down. So runners on the corners now with only 1 out. Michael Franco is going to be up next. He's going to hit this one at Bruce, but it's not going to get down. So runners on the corners now with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Diane Viciedo, who's going to hit this one in between Cozart and Frazier, but it is going to be an out at second base. Next batter up is going to break his bat. Ashley's going to cut off Galvis and make the throw. Probably good that he made that play instead of letting Galvis get it. Next batter up will hit this one to Franco, who's going to step on the bag at first and beat Hamilton's wheels. So no infield single for Hamilton. Galvis is going to make this play over at short, and the throw to first will be in time to get Negron. So top of the fourth now, Galvis up. He is going to hit this one out to right field, and this will be an easy pop-up for Jay Bruce. So 1 out now for the Phillies. And that will bring up Aaron Nola. And he is going to this one in a groan. And it's not going to get under his glove. So he has 2 outs now for the Phillies. Odubel Herrera is going to hit this one down the line in right field. Should be extra bases. And he is going to get into second base for a double. So Odubel Herrera is on base with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth, and Cody Ashley's going to hit this one out to Bird, but it is going to be hit right to him. So Mike Leake is going to get out of the inning. Still 3-0 Phillies here in the bottom of the fourth. Ashley's going to bobble this one, but the throw to first will be in time. So 1 out now for the Reds. Todd Frazier up next. He is going to strike out looking. So Nola gets himself another strikeout, and now Jay Bruce is going to hit this one into center field. Could be extra bases, but Herrera is going to cut it off from reaching the wall. So instead it's going to be a 2-out hit. 1-2 the count here to Devin Mesoraco, and he is going to strike out swinging. So top of the fifth now, Chase Utley up, and he is going to strike out swinging. And now Nelson Cruz, 2-1 the count. 1 out, and he is going to pop this one up to Negron over at second base, who is going to make the catch, so no error here from Christopher Negron. Carlos Ruiz up next. He is going to guess this pitch right, and he is going to hit it up the middle. Cozart's going to make the play, and the throw to first will just beat Ruiz to the bag, and he is going to be out. Nola still on the mound, bottom of the fifth, 2-1 the count, and that's going to be a leadoff single here for Cincinnati. So next batter up will be Todd Frazier, I believe that was, and he is going to, no, Zach Cozart, my bad, but he is going to ground out to a fielder's choice, so runner on first now, and now this one's going to be hit to Viciedo, who's going to bobble the play, and the throw to second won't be in time. So first and second now with 1 out. This one's going to be to Galvis. He's going to throw it to second. Could they get 2? No, Hamilton's just way too fast, so they're not going to get that play. Next batter up, Christopher Negron. He is going to hit this one up in between short and third, so that is going to be the first run of the ball game for Cincinnati. Next batter up will be Joey Votto. He is going to strike out on a check swing, and that will get the Phillies out of it. So it's not going to be a big inning for the Reds as they only get 1 run. Michael Franco is going to line this one to Jay Bruce, who makes a diving catch. So great catch out there by Jay Bruce. Diane Viciedo, 1-2 count, and he is going to pop this one up to Christopher Negron, and he is going to settle under it to make the catch. So 2 outs now for the Phillies. Freddie Galvis is going to hit this one over to Zach Cozart, who will make the play over to first, and Joey Votto makes a great scoop to save an error. Cody Ashley's going to make a great play now over down the third base line as he throws it to Franco to get the first out of the bottom of the sixth. And now Jay Bruce is going to strike out swinging. 2 outs now for the Reds. Nola only at 80 pitches here in the bottom of the sixth, and Ashley is going to make another play to throw him out at first. J.B. Shuck now pinch hitting for Aaron Nola, and he is going to hit this one well to right field, but it is going to be a few feet from the warning track as it just doesn't have quite enough power on it. Next batter up will be Odubel Herrera, who's going to pop this one up to Frazier at third, and that is going to be an out. Cody Ashley now up. He's going to ground this one over to Cozart, who will make the play at first, and that will end the inning for the Phillies. Jeanmar Gomez now in for Nola, and he is going to give up a lead-off single. But Nola is in line for the win, as he is hoping to get his first major league win after a tough major league debut. Now Ashley's going to try and get the double play here, and indeed they will. So Phillies are going to get out of the 7th inning now. Top of the 8th, Chase Utley leading things off, and he is going to get himself a base hit. Footage unfortunately cut out there. Not sure what happened while I was editing that, but next batter up will be Nelson Cruz, who is going to ground into a double play. And now Carlos Ruiz is going to ground out here, and that will end the top half of the 8th. So I apologize about what happened there with the cutout. So Odubel Herrera is going to misplay this ball out in center field, and now that is going to be a double. Next batter up will be Christopher Negron, who's going to ground out here to second base. So Billy Hamilton's on third, and now Joey Votto is going to get intentionally walked, as Justin DeFreitas is now into the ball game, and now Todd Frazier is going to strike out. So the Phillies could get out of this with 2 outs. Jay Bruce is going to ground this one out. Throw to first by Ashley will be in time, so the Phillies get out of this without giving up a single run. Michael Franco up next, full count, and he is going to strike out looking. Diane Viciedo up next. He is going to ground out, and the throw to first will be in time. Freddie Galvis now up. He is going to ground this one to Cozart, who is going to make the play at first. So we move to the bottom of the 9th. Ken Giles into the ball game now, hoping to get his 14th save of the season. And he is going to walk Devin Mesoraco, I believe that was. Next batter up will be Marlon Byrd. He is going to strike out swinging, so runner on first with 1 out. And now that's going to bring up Zach Cozart, who's going to strike out swinging. So 2 outs now. And Brandon Phillips in the pinch hit. He is going to hit this one well to left field. And that is going to make this one a tie ball game, as Ken Giles is going to get another blown save. So it is now a 3-3 ball game, and I don't think there's anyone more aggravated than Aaron Nola, who's going to get yet another no decision after pitching a great game. But Chase Utley's going to make this play, so the Phillies are going to get out of the 9th. Top of the 10th now, J.P. Arancibia pinch hitting for Ken Giles. He is going to hit this one up the middle, so hopefully a rally now for the Phillies, as a very tough end to the 9th, as what should have been an easy win. And Odubel Herrera is going to strike out swinging now, so 1 out, as Manny Parra is now on the mound, I believe that is. This one's going to be hit in a center field, or you know what, that might not be a Manny Parra. I'm not sure who that is, actually, but it's a Parra. But it might be Manny Parra, not sure. So now, that is going to be a strikeout swinging by Chase Utley, and now Seth Rosine is now on the mound. So I've been saying his name wrong all season. It's not Rosin, it's Rosine. So, first strikeout for 1 out now. Michael Franco is going to make this play at first. He is going to step on the bag. So 2 outs now, 1-2 the count to Jay Bruce, and he is going to strike out swinging, as Seth Rosine is going to get out of the inning. So Nelson Cruz is going to ground out to Todd Frazier. 1 out now in the top of the 11th. Carlos Ruiz is going to hit this one into the gap out towards right center field, and he should get himself extra bases. So 1 out now with a runner on second, and that's going to bring up Michael Franco. So he is going to hit this one well to left field. Does it have the distance? No, it is going to die on the warning track. He is going to try and tag. No, he is not. He is going to hold up at second. Wise decision, but Diane Viciedo is going to pop this one up, and it looks like Frazier is going to have room to make the catch. So, bottom of the 11th now. Rosine still on the mound. This one's going to be hit well to right, and Cruz just can't make the catch, as this is going to get to the wall, and it is going to be a leadoff double now for Devin Mesoraco. Marlon Byrd up next. He is going to ground out to Ashe. The throw to first will be in time, and Mesoraco is going to have to stay at second. Zach Cozart up next. This one's going to get in the dirt, and now it's a runner on third with only 1 out. But the next batter up is going to line this one to Ashe, and he is going to dive to third to get an unassisted double play. Great play by Cody Ashley. Freddie Galvis is going to lead things off here at the top of the 12th, and it is going to be a 1 out now here. Cesar Hernandez up next. He is going to hit this one up the middle, as Parra is going to have to give himself some self-defense. But now 1 out, runner on first, and it looks like this is going to be a double play for Herrera, and indeed it will, as he just can't beat that play. Jake Diekman now on the mound for the Phillies. He is going to strike out Parra, who is going to stay into the ball game, so no pinch hitter will be used for him. Next batter up is going to hit this one up the middle, so Billy Hamilton is on base. Next batter up is going to hit this one out to right field, so first and second now with only 1 out. And now Ryan Howard, former Philly, is going to strike out swinging, and Todd Frazier up next, and Utley's going to throw this one a short way to Galvis to get out of the inning. So more baseball. We move to the top of the 13th, still 3-3. Cody Ashley's going to guess this pitch right, but he is going to ground out to Cozart at short, who's going to throw it to Howard for the out. So Chase Utley up next. He is going to strike out swinging yet again at a pitch in the dirt. So 2 outs now for the Phillies. Nelson Cruz up next. He is going to pop this one up to Howard, who's going to have to range back, and he is going to have room to make the catch. So, bottom of the 13th now, Diekman still on the mound. He is going to strike out Bruce swinging. 1 out now, as the next batter up is going to strike out swinging as well. So Mesoraco is down, and Marlon Byrd is going to pop this one up to right. Cruz is going to have to range back, but he will make the catch. More baseball. We move to the top of the 14th now. Carlos Ruiz up next, and he is going to ground this one over to Howard, who will step on the bag at first. Michael Franco is going to guess this pitch right. He is going to give this one a drive out to left center, but Hamilton is just too fast, and he is going to make the catch out there in left center field. Diane Viciado will guess this pitch right. He is going to hit this one into the gap, and Jay Bruce is going to go and make the play. Throw to third, so they're not going to try and get him at second. So Galvis up next. He is going to hit this one up the middle. Cozart's throw to Howard will be in time, so nothing doing for the Phillies. So Diekman's going to give up a leadoff walk. Next batter up is going to lay down a bunt. Franco's going to go to first. Ooh, and thank God they get that out at first. That was a very close play. So runner on second now, and now they are going to intentionally walk Billy Hamilton to try and set up for the double play. This one's going to be hit out towards Cruz, who's going to have to reach down and make the catch. So great catch out there by Cruz. Ryan Howard up next, and he is going to strike out swinging, something he was well known for doing in Philly. And next batter up will be Andres Blanco, who is going to be into pinch hit for Diekman, and he is going to pop this one out towards Hamilton. Herrera is going to strike out swinging now, so 2 outs now for the Phillies here in the 15th. And now Cody Ashley is going to guess this pitch right, but it's going to get down, so Hamilton will not make the catch, as I'm sure he does not want to risk diving and the ball going all the way to the wall. So now Utley is going to hit this one out towards former teammate Ryan Howard, who's going to throw it to second for the out. David Buchanan, long reliever, now into the game for the Phillies, and he is going to hopefully get the win, as I believe he is one of the last pitchers out there in the bullpen. So he is going to strike out Devin Mesoraco now, so he is going to get out of the inning. 1-2-3. Nelson Cruz up next. He is going to hit this one out to left field, and it is going to be a leadoff single for Cruz. Hopefully the Phillies can get something going now in the 16th. And now Ruiz going to lay down a bunt, but he is going to get hit. Franco up next. He's going to try and lay down a bunt. And now all the runners are going to try to advance, but Cruz is going to be hung out to dry at third. So now it is runner on second now with only 1 out. But Franco's going to hit this one past Frazier. This could be the go-ahead run, and it will be, as Ruiz is in to score. Finally, a run has been scored in the 16th inning. Viciado's going to hit this one out to right center field, and it is going to be gone. And it is going to be a 2-run shot for Diane Viciado, and hopefully this will be enough for the Phillies to win this ball game, as now Hoover is set up for the loss and Buchanan is set up for the win. So finally something going for the Phillies, or I should say finally something going for either team. So Viciedo is going to get himself a 2-run shot to bring in Michael Franco, who gets things started. Freddie Galvis is going to ground this one out towards Howard, and that will be the second out. So Buchanan is going to come in to hit, and he is going to ground this one out towards short. So Buchanan's going to stay in the ball game. Next batter up, Marlon Byrd, who's going to strike out swinging for the first out. Zach Cozart's going to hit this one down the line, and that is going to be a 1-out hit for the Reds. So Cozart on first, and now the pitcher Hoover's going to bunt, and they might get a double play, and they will. The ball game is over as Franco turns a tough double play. And even though that was the pitcher running down the first base line, still that was a great play by Michael Franco. Great decision to go to second. Very close. But the Phillies are going to win this one in 16 innings. Probably one of the longest games I've ever played. I've played every MLB The Show since MLB 06, and I don't think I've ever played a game that long, actually, in any baseball game. So I might have, but that was pretty close. So the Phillies are going to get this win in 16, as they are going to win this game 6-3. David Buchanan gets the win. He improves to 2-3, and Tony Cingrani gets the loss. Or excuse me, I thought Hoover got the loss, but instead it was Tony Cingrani. So who do you guys think is player of the game? Well, it is going to be Diane Viciedo, who gets things started. He gets himself a double and a home run and 3 RBIs. He went 3 for 7 this game. Can you believe that? 7 at-bats he had. So that is going to do it for this episode. But before we wrap things up, I do want to show you guys the box score as soon as that comes up on the screen. But yeah, just to show you guys how many pitchers were used. But we did not use our whole bullpen, because I know Sean Marshall did not pitch, and I don't know if he's the only guy that didn't pitch for us. But that is going to do it for this game, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.